Hi, Celebrate Life family. I hope that you're doing good and you are enjoying life, you're celebrating life, and you're becoming the new yourself. So, today, as the title suggests, I would be sharing certain insights as to what you can do to discover your life purpose. Life is very short. If you just look at your time, it just feels like it was just one day back that you were just little girl or little boy, and now that you have grown up, so the time passes by as we grow in life. So we have to have certain things in life that will help us to discover our purpose, so that when we die we can say that we put this time of ours, a small little time of ours, in service of God. And this particular topic should be of great interest to youth, because if being young and youthful is the time in our life when our health is in our side, and we do not have much of a responsibility, and we can have a vision and align ourselves to that vision, and can go and achieve and find success in our life. So what are the things that you can do when you want to explore or discover your purpose? Number one, are you giving yourself time to sit alone and have a talk with yourself and have a talk with God? Okay, in a form of a prayer, or you can have like a notebook in which you want to write all your questions that you want to ask to God and pray about it. Are you doing that? Or are you a person who is always looking for, markets and movies and films and TV and mobile phones? It's very important. This is the number one thing you should do to discover your purpose in life, is to sit back alone and note down all the questions, what you want to do, the desires of your heart, and pray about it to God. And the God will shine His light upon you. You will come to know what you want to become, or where you are, and where it would lead you to. You would begin to start connecting dots, and the wisdom of the Lord will dawn upon you. And many young people, of our generation, they are not doing that. As a result, they have a routine, and the life just, um, life just passes by, and that should not be the case for you. Okay. Number two, are you taking account of your spending habits? There are things that you spend on. For example, you spend on expensive items, and you look at certain people, they have a certain impression about themselves because they have expensive items. But they are at a certain position, they are doing job, and they are eating the fruits of their labor. You are just a student. Right now you do not need to impress anybody, and if there is any spending you want to do it for only those things that are necessary for you, and you keep saving the rest of the money, and you just say to yourself that yes, my time will also come, but I will have patience and endurance till that time, and I will go ahead, and I will prepare myself, and then there will be a time when the glory of the Lord will shine upon me. Till that time, in Jesus name, I am going to work upon myself, and rather use that money which you were going to spend on branded clothes, have that money and invest in books. There is a certain direction you want to go to, and there are people who have already gone before you in that direction. They are the champion of that particular subject. So are you reading their books? Are you taking certain tuition classes? What are you doing with that spending of yours, with that money of yours, that where is the investment, where is the track record of investment? So there has to be a track record of prayer and illumination and the wisdom that has to come upon you. And the second track record you need is investment in resources, books, courses, institutions where you can go and acquire and learn new things. Number three thing that you must do is that you should be able to have a very very objective look at your friend circle. Normally we make friends where we go to study. For example, if you are a student in college, or if you are a student in let's just say any university, you know, your classmates will be your friends, or you will have people around you who will be your friends. But you have to look at the point of inspiration in your circle. If that is not there, you are on the down, not on the upside in your life. There has to be one person who represent the nearest possibility that you can achieve in terms of your vision, that he is already has achieved it, so that you know there is a constant motivation, there is conversation happening. So you need to have people who will be able to inspire you, and you should be able to discern who those people are who are always negative, they are naysayers. Any new idea that you know you are very motivated to take action upon, and you discuss it with them and they're like, nah, leave it. So those are not the kind of a people you should be in contact with. And stop telling them, telling yourself that they are your friends. No, they are not your friends. They are frenemies. They are enemies. In terms of in terms of where when we call about where when we take life as a whole. And the fourth thing that you can do, so there is a track record of prayer, spending time alone, discovering what you want to do, soul searching desires of your heart and praying about it. Track record of investment on the right resources like books and courses and institutions you can go for. And third, the track record of having certain people in your circle that have already achieved what you want to achieve, so that there is a reference point of nearest possibility of achievement for you as a motivation. The fourth thing that you must have is ability to say no. You are studying, you are reading, you are praying, you are alone, and you're in solitude, and you're gathering certain ideas and certain things, and then there is a knock on the door and you see a friend of yours coming at me, coming to see you, and you are not able to say no to that person. Politely say no to that person and ask that person to go. Ask the person to go, for you are building something that can uplift even your family, that can that can shift something in your bloodline, in your generation. So you are paying the cost for that. That is a sacrifice you're doing, guys. And if you would not be able to say no, have a burden to be nice, then in that case, how will you achieve good and great things? Yes, so that is what you need to do. Now, the fifth thing that you should do is to be open for embarrassment. Be open for embarrassment. And this thing that you know people tell us that we should do and it annoys us, you should be open for that. Maybe perhaps you know they are not saying it in the right way, interesting for you, and if you take it in your life, you know, and build your personality around it, it will it will give you certain new things in your life, new habits in your life. It will break certain patterns in your life that otherwise you would not be able to do it. So certain people, certain wise people said that, you know, keep your criticizers near to you for they wash you clean. We don't like it, but if we are open to that annoyance, and if we are open to that embarrassment that those criticizers bring to us, and if we are willing to to make changes in us, it will give us the speed to at which we want to go in a certain direction to have a certain goal achieved in our life. So these are the things that you can do in your life, and I'm sure that